Now, welcome on board Satish Pai, MD at Hindalco Industries, and talk about their numbers. Satish, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. It's been a rather good quarterly numbers for you, especially for Novelis, with EBITDA per ton now at $519 in the second quarter. Novelis' EBITDA per ton crossed about $500 per ton mark, much before your earlier guided timeline as well of Q4. Can we say that the worst is behind us for Novelis and that second half is going to be relatively very strong?
What we said has happened, because we said that the can destocking would finish largely in Q1, and in Q2 the can volumes will come back. So if you see, the shipments are up 6%, but the can shipments are up 12% in Q2. So steadily the destocking getting over, can demand coming back. I think in the second half of the year you're going to see what we said. By Q4 Novelis will be at $525 per ton, and that was what we had predicted.
So how is the demand shaping across segments for Novelis? Are global macro concerns hurting demand and sentiment at all? And can you walk us through how demand is shaping up in each of your segments?
So it's a mixed bag. So let's go one by one. So can demand had gone down because a lot of inventories had been built up. That destocking is over. So can has now started its growth path. Auto has been very strong. We have had double-digit growth in auto, largely driven by electric vehicles. So that has continued. Aerospace demand has been extremely strong and is going to continue. The building and construction sector, especially in the US, and the specialty sector has seen softness in demand because as interest rates have gone up, building and construction activity had come down. So that sector has seen a little bit of a lower demand, but we are starting to see stabilization now because interest rates have sort of, people think, have gone to as high as they can get, and it's going to be flat to down from this point onwards.
Right, Mr. Pai, what about the geography-wise performance? How has that been? Do you think that the soft demand from Europe will be a concern? And tell us about how the US markets have fared.
So US has been, if you look at the quarterly results that we put for Novelis, US results have been extremely strong. South America, Brazil is picking back up. Europe continues to be flattish. And actually Asia is a little bit down because the Asian economies are not doing that well, and can demand in Asia is a little bit weak. So actually our weakest region right now has been Asia. By the way, India is extremely strong. Aluminium demand has grown by over 10%. Copper has grown by 7%. So India is very strong.
Right. Mr. Pai, do you expect aluminum prices to be in the $2,100 to $2,300 per ton range for the rest of the year? Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, I maintain that 2,100 to 2,300. I mean, today it's about 2220. So I think that until macroeconomic uncertainties go away, most commodity prices and aluminium prices will remain range-bound in the current range.
Right. And, last time when we spoke with you, you said that you expect coal costs to decline nearly about 3% in the second quarter. They have indeed come down, but now for second half, have coal prices started inching higher? Where do you expect the margins to shape up then in lieu of that?
So, as you said, in Q2, coal prices came down nearly 15% from Q1 levels. But in the current, power demand in India has gone up again. Spot auction premiums have started to rise. So in Q3, we are guiding that coal prices may go up, but some of our other input costs, furnace oil, caustic, are actually still going down. So we are guiding that in Q3, the cost of production could be flat with Q2.
Now, you have time and again reiterated the most part of Hindalco's expansion will be organic and that you don't see any inorganic opportunity. Would you maintain that?
Yeah, I think we have made some pretty large capex bets. So we have this large greenfield project in Bay Minette, Alabama, 2.7 billion greenfield rolling mill, which is now sort of, 30-35% in the implementation stage. and is on track. So that's a large capex and a large bet. It'll add 600 KT to the 4.2 million tons capacity that Novelis had. So that's our single largest bet. And if you look at India, we have the expansion going on in Odisha in Sambalpur for 170 KT. It's a 3,500 crore project, which is on track. And we recently announced a 2 million alumina refinery also in Odisha with nearly an 8,000 crore outlay. So we have fairly large capexes that are in the play both in India and in Novelis internationally.
All right, thank you so much for taking time out and joining in, giving us a view on how the quarter gone by has shaped up. All right, let's